Week 5. The Great Cutback or Trimming Without Torture. Week 5 is all about simplifying, not punishing yourself, but pruning the unnecessary so you can flourish. Something to remember. Here's the truth. Most people don't go broke from big disasters, but from small daily leaks. The 5-hour coffee, the N2000 impulse snack, the R50 data top-up. Cutting costs doesn't mean cutting joy. It means cutting waste. This week's goal: free up 10% of your income by trimming what doesn't add value. Here's our practical example for the week. Meet Chidinma, a marketing assistant in Abuja, Nigeria. She earned N300,000 monthly, but always felt broke. After reviewing her spending diary, she saw N28,000 gone every month, mostly on eating out and ride-hailing apps. She decided to meal prep and share rides with colleagues. Within 2 weeks, she saved N20,000 and realized the joy of home-cooked jollof rice with friends was priceless. Across the continent, Lucas, a tech intern in Barcelona, switched his $60 a month gym to free outdoor workouts and YouTube routines. His new motto? Muscles don't care where you lift, only that you show up. The ultimate trimming without torture showdown. Cancel or pause one recurring subscription this week, even just for 30 days. Renegotiate something. Your rent, your phone plan, your internet package. You'd be surprised what "can you do better" can unlock. Cook 3 meals instead of ordering. Add the savings to your Christmas peace fund and label it Freedom Fuel. Reflection. Ecclesiastes 7:12. NIV. Wisdom is a shelter as money is a shelter. But the advantage of knowledge is this: wisdom preserves those who have it. Wisdom is stewardship. You're not being stingy, you're being strategic. You're saying, "God, I honor you with how I handle what I have." Remember this quote: "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Warren Buffett. Next week, we move from saving to earning, because freedom isn't only about spending less, it's about creating more. If Week 5 inspired you, hit like, comment Freedom Fuel, and subscribe for more insights on finance and building wealth. Week 6. Multiply what you have, boosting your income. Cutting costs is good, but growth comes from creation. This week, it's time to ask, what's in your hand? Something to remember. In 2 Kings 4, a widow faced debt and despair. She cried to the prophet Elisha. He didn't give her money. He asked, "What do you have in your house?" She replied, "Only a small jar of oil." That oil became her miracle. You already have something: a skill, a tool, a connection, an idea. This week is about multiplying it. Here is our practical example for the week. Nadia, a receptionist in Casablanca, loved baking. When her budget revealed she was short 400 dirhams each month, she began selling cupcakes to co-workers on Fridays. By December, she'd paid her utility bill and bought gifts with cash. Meanwhile, in Edinburgh, Jacob, a university student, started tutoring younger kids online in maths. 15s an hour, 3 hours a week. In 1 month, he earned $180, enough to pay off half his overdraft. And in Johannesburg, Sifo, a taxi driver, began offering early morning rides for professionals at premium rates. No extra hours, just better timing. In 2 months, his R1200 weekly boost covered all Christmas groceries. Take the boosting your income test. Write down 3 things you can do, make, or teach. Then pick one to start this week. Just 1 client, 1 listing, 1 sale. You're not waiting for a miracle. You're creating space for it. When you receive any extra income, divide it. 10% give, 40% save. Christmas Peace Fund, 50% enjoy or reinvest reflection. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Deuteronomy 8:18 NIV. God gave you potential. You activate it through participation. Don't despise small beginnings. A seed in faith becomes a forest of provision. Remember this, quote, opportunities don't happen. You create them. Chris Grosser. Next week we build consistency, the secret ingredient most people skip, because a single good week won't change your life, but 90 days of momentum will. If week 6 spoke to you, comment, my oil is flowing and subscribe so you don't miss all the goodies on this channel. Make sure you watch till the end to see what week 7 holds in store. Week 7. The rhythm of consistency. Turn habits into harvest. Momentum is born in motion, not miracles. Week 7 is about doing it again and again and again. Something to remember. Success is rarely about what you do once. It's what you do consistently. Financial peace is a rhythm of small wins, repeated faithfully. Budgeting once isn't victory. Budgeting monthly is. Saving 1 week isn't success. Saving every week is. Faith isn't a moment, it's a lifestyle. To stay consistent, you need 3 things. 1, systems, automatic transfers, reminders, notes. 2, accountability, a friend or spouse who knows your goal. 3, celebration, small rewards that make the journey joyful. Here is our practical example for the week. Fatou, a nurse in Dakar, Senegal, built a habit. Every Sunday after church, she'd make coffee, play worship music, and review her budget. What began as a chore became sacred time, her money Sabbath. In Berlin, Annika, a single mom, joined a WhatsApp group of 5 women doing the 90-day challenge together. They shared screenshots of progress, prayer requests, and praise reports. By week 7, none of them had used a credit card for over a month. Take the rhythm of consistency test. Set a weekly money moment, same time, same place. Light a candle. Pray. Review. Adjust. This turns your finances into a conversation with God, not a crisis hotline. And if you can, find a partner. Message a friend, spouse, or sibling to do the next 30 days together. Reflection Galatians 6:9. NIV. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You're not just managing money, you're cultivating a harvest. Every budget, every tithe, every tracked expense is a seed of obedience. Remember this quote? We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. You've built your rhythm. You're saving, earning, giving, trusting. Now it's time to finish strong. In weeks 8 and 9, we'll talk about staying strong under pressure, when life hits, and how to keep your peace when temptation to spend strikes hardest. Like and comment, harvest loading, and subscribe so you never have to miss your finance goals. Storms and self-control. When life tests your plan. You've been cutting, saving, earning, building habits, but what happens when life happens? Week 8 is your resilience week, because financial peace isn't proven in calm weather. It's tested in storms. Something to remember. Here's a truth most people don't like to hear. Unexpected expenses are not interruptions to your plan. They are part of your plan. Your car will need fuel. Your child will need shoes, your phone might crack, or your fridge might die. These are not curses. They're reminders that life is alive. That's why we build margin, a little breathing room in your finances. Your task this week, build or top up your emergency buffer. Even if it's just $20, and $10,000, or our $100. It's not about the amount. It's about the mindset. Here's our practical story for the week. Meet Kwame, a teacher in Accra, Ghana. By week 8, his budget was flowing beautifully. He had saved C800 for Christmas and felt unstoppable. Then one Tuesday, his son fell sick and needed medication worth C250. Old Kwame would have panicked, maybe borrowed from a friend or used his credit card. But this time he smiled. He opened his emergency buffer envelope, prayed, and paid in cash. Peace, he said, is when a problem shows up, and you're already ready. Across the continent, Elena, a fashion student in Milan, faced her own test. Her laptop crashed mid-project. Instead of reaching for a new one on installment, she asked her mentor to borrow theirs for the week while she looked for a refurbished model. Her humility saved her $400, and her budget stayed intact. Take the storms and self-control test. Your challenge this week. 1. Start or top up your emergency buffer. Label it My Calm Fund. 2. Track one financial storm you handled differently this time. Maybe you paused before buying. Maybe you prayed first. Maybe you asked for help. 3. Share your story in the comments. Your courage will help someone else stay strong. Reflection. Proverbs 21:20. NIV. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. Saving isn't fear. It's faith in action. It says, God, I trust you with my future, and I'll manage today with gratitude. You're learning to respond, not react. That's spiritual maturity, and financial maturity too. Remember this quote, do not let making a living prevent you from making a life. John Wooden. Money is a servant, not a master. Your budget is a tool, not a trap. It's finally here. The season everyone's been waiting for. But will you stay the course or get swept up in the Christmas chaos? Next week, the most important lesson of all, how to beat the Christmas rush without breaking the bank. Like, comment, I'm storm-proof, and subscribe. Week 9 is the game changer.